It's time once again for the Phil Taylor Jones Show, and we welcome you and thank you for being with us once again. Today's focus is going to be something that's totally nuts. The other day I was looking at telly and news popped on, and they came up with this wonderful new thing. It's called, well, it's been around for a while, but they've genetically altered fruits and vegetables so that they won't bruise or turn brown. Yeah, that's right. Just go think of that. Apples, upon slicing, will take about 15 minutes to turn brown. And there was a video that my brother was watching earlier, and the guy pointed out if it takes him 15 minutes to turn brown, then how long does it take him to totally rot? And potatoes, you know how you go to the store, you get the potatoes and you bring them home, you start peeling them, and there's these black spots all over them where someone has dropped them or what have you and bruised them. Oh, well, they're going to genetically alter that so that you can just, I guess, hurl them to the floor and they still won't bruise. People, I tell you, I think folks in the world today have lost their minds. Would it have been more prudent to teach these people that handle fruits in stores, and I've actually seen them throwing bags of potatoes, just hurling them at each other and dropping them on the floor, dropping the apples, mishandling the fruits and vegetables? Wouldn't it have been more prudent to teach these people, properly train them as to how to properly handle food? And if they don't follow the protocol, then fire their asses and get somebody in there that does know how to handle fruits properly. Because we as consumers deserve to bring home fruits and vegetables, or any kind of food product for that matter, that isn't damaged. We pay hard-earned money, and big bucks we pay at the grocery store. So all of the stuff that we bring home needs to be, totally on point. Ridiculous. I think if you add up what it costs to genetically alter this fruit or these vegetables and weigh that against what it would cost to properly train someone to handle them, I think you'd come out with the cost with training being on the lesser side of genetically altering fruits and vegetables. Then there's the other point, is how safe are they to eat? There's a lot of mixture between regular produce and organic. Some people swear by organic. Other people don't have anything to do with it because they say that, it's just off in some way. So to genetically alter something so that it doesn't turn brown in 13 or 25 or 45 days or however long they're going to genetically alter it for is the thing. What's it going to do to our bodies? Case in point, we have a grocery store here that has a Friday promotional, and they offer different products, healthcare products, food products, even products for your pet food and things of that sort. So this past Friday, they offered iced tea, sparkling iced tea. So my brother and I, we thought it was a novel idea, so we mosey on down to the store, and we actually pick up the product. And we get it home and drink it with our lunch, and it's got this horrible taste to it. Come to find out, it's got Splenda in it. Well, I don't know. I'm not trying to put down Splenda for those who like it. More power to you. Good on you. But I don't like Splenda. I like sugar. And sugar has been demonized so much so that, a lot of these soft drink makers are now gravitating towards artificial sweeteners. Well, this is my philosophy. If supposedly sugar is bad for you, then how much more so some man-made rubbish developed in some test tube somewhere off in some fakakta laboratory somewhere. Hey, if I got to die, I want to die with the real stuff in me, real sugar. So I called the company and I asked them, your product in its conceptual, idea is good. Sparkling iced tea, lemon flavored. For those of you who love raspberries, there's a raspberry flavored one and a peach flavored one. Nice in its concept. I said, but do you offer your product made with sugar as opposed to Splenda? Which I already knew the answer, because when we went to the grocery store, there was only this one section and it was that one kind. They said they were going to call me back. They have yet to do it, because I know what their answer is going to be. See, people today have been lied to about so many different things, from diseases to sugar content to whatever. This has been lied to, and they're sheeple. They follow these lies, the diabetes and all that. Not diabetes, it's liabetes, because they've been lied to and they follow it. It's ridiculous how people, have just been programmed to think and base their actions on what someone else says or does. Okay, now these fruits and vegetables have been genetically altered. Some are supposed to be in the stores as early as 2016. And as far as I'm concerned, they can stay in the store. I wouldn't purchase them. And I would like to think that just as it is right now with organic versus regular, that these new genetically altered fruits and vegetables that won't turn brown until 86 years later, we'll have a choice whether or not we want to purchase that, or we want to go on purchasing the vegetables and fruits that we currently purchase. It's crazy, folks, the way people think these days. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see some clinical study and actual, come to fruition point where prices go down the way they were 50 years later, where it might take 30 to 45 days for your wallet to empty. Oh, earlier, my bad. Okay, I get so frustrated with this crap or what. Why don't they make it like that so these prices won't go down, so that your wallet will keep its money for 45 or 50 days after you get your check? Why don't they do that? I mean, it used to be back in the day when I was a kid, and you think about your father, your mother, your grandfather, and those folks way back in the day. You'd go out and get food. You didn't have to put all kinds of stuff in it to make it taste right. It was flavorful. You go out and buy yourself an apple. Oh man, put it in the refrigerator for a little while, let it chill, and bite into that bad boy. Oh man, the flavor. You get yourself, some salad greens, or a good tomato, cucumber. What flavor you had there. Get yourself a nice steak. Man, you can smell it all over the neighborhood. And you bite into it, little salt, little pepper, whatever your flavor was, steak sauce, ketchup, barbecue sauce, whatever just a flavorful piece of meat. The meat today has been genetically altered. It's got so many hormones and steroids. You get a chicken leg, it looks like Gorgeous George's leg, and then you bite into it, it tastes like a piece of wood. They've already messed with everything that we have, everything that we eat, everything that we drink. Don't drink this because it's got red dye 40 in it. Red team go. It's crazy. I don't know where we're going with all this stuff, but I can tell you where a lot of people have gone with it. They've gone to the graveyard. Because you think about all these people with these medicines and all of this medical procedure and all this crap they do these days. Again, back in the day, we didn't have all this garbage. And you think about it, they're pushing diseases in your face. Diabetes and this disease and mesothelioma and all of these different crazy things. Part of it's coming from the crap that we eat. I mean, cheese, for instance. Now, again, if those of you who like American cheese, well, good on you. I can't stand it. To me, cheese does not come in a plastic wrap thing. It's cut from the block, and it's good cheese made from good cultures and all the processes that go into making good cheese. Swiss cheese, Munster cheese, provolone, cheddar. All natural burgers. Okay, some restaurants are coming out with that now, but it's sort of taking you back to the years where, you know, you ate McDonald's, you ate Burger King, and they had naturally raised beef that was raised on corn or what have you. We had one the other day. It was pretty damn flavorful.
Real cheese.
And they put real California cheese on it, not that American melty, gooey rubbish that a lot of places have come to use nowadays. What'd you say, Chris?
It's phlegm in the back of my throat when I have that stuff.
Yeah, it's artificial, you know, and you know, these people are just crazy. They sit up on their corn-fed asses in these laboratories and they come up with all of this rubbish, and we put it in our systems and it's killing us. And then they want to say, oh, well, sugar is bad, and salt is bad. You know, what is bad is stupid people telling you what's bad for you. You know, I mean, our ancestors, they've been eating potatoes or had been eating potatoes and apples, natural apples for years. Anybody with a common brain in their head knows that if you cut up an apple, you use it immediately. You don't let it sit there and turn chartreuse. Use the damn thing in a pie or a pastry or what have you. When you cut the potatoes, it's the same way. You put them in water so that they don't turn brown. You don't need some chemically altered or genetically altered potato, you know, that waits for, 26 years before it turns brown. Come on. God, I mean, the mentality of people today just blows me away on all levels. Now they're messing with our food. Some unit up in Canada has produced these genetically altered apples, and in some place in Idaho is going hog wild with the potatoes. What's next? Toothpaste that crawls up your chin and gets into your mouth and automatically brushes your teeth. You don't need a toothbrush anymore. I mean, come on. Progress is okay, but stupidity is a different story. Okay, well, I just had to, talk about that because it just blew my mind. I mean, it's like, don't raise the bridge, lower the river. Come on. Teach the people how to properly handle stuff. Don't be throwing the food around. I've seen them. People've got to buy that stuff. They don't want to come home and cut away half of the potato. You got a potato this big, but you end up with a potato ball because you had to cut away all the bruises and the blemishes because some pimple-faced idiot was too damn lazy to actually hand the bag to the next person, and then they place it properly. No, they're throwing it like it's a basketball. I've actually seen them in the stores. They'll take a 10-pound bag of potatoes, and say the box or the carton where they load them up for you to come and get them is about maybe 5 to 7, 8 feet away, and actually, woo, like they're LeBron James or somebody. That's not the way to handle food.
TVs and stuff.
They do the same thing with products. I bought a television, nice big screen, 32-inch television, and we brought it home. It worked for all of about a month and a half, and all of a sudden, well, what had happened was either some kids were in the store and playing with stuff, because some of these parents will raise their kids worth of Tinker's damn, and they're playing with the boxes and blam, the thing hit the floor, or they were actually throwing it. Because there have been videos documenting how these people at places like Target and Walmart, they actually throw the appliances or what have you if they're big enough to toss. So I mean, instead of coming up with genetically altered fruits and vegetables or genetically altered televisions or stereos, whatever the hell it is, train these people. And if they're not following protocol, get rid of them. That's the way to do it, not this stupid other crap that probably when you eat these genetically altered potatoes and apples, they'll kill you faster than anything in the drugstore. I don't know. Just nutty, crazy stuff. And, that's why we do the Phil Taylor Jones Show, so that if you haven't heard it, you can hear it here and make your own decision. Thank you once again for being with us. We enjoy your company, and we look forward to seeing you once again, always on the Phil Taylor Jones Show. Take care, have a good weekend. See you later.